I mean, like, if you really value a person, it doesn't really matter how long have you been with the person. If you see that the relationship is taking a right trajectory from the
Mm-hmm.
scratch, it's important for them to know the person. So, for in case they must know where you at, in case if you get lost, who to call,
Mm-hmm.
and in case if something happened to you, we know the world we're living in right now, GBV and other stuffs. So yeah, I think it's important.
Greetings and then welcome to Unshent. I am Theo Chaka, the host of the show. Today, we are talking about something very interesting. But before that, let me introduce my guests. On my right, beautiful lady, and she is Lebohang. On the far end is none other than the channel owner, and that is Mr. Unshent.
Hello guys,
Everyone, how are you doing today?
we're doing fine.
Are you good?
How about you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good, and I'm ready to talk about this. So today we're talking about the importance of something. Is it important to introduce your other half or your partner to the closer circle, the people around you? And I'm talking about family, friends, and whoever you can think about. Is it important, friends?
Well, I think the most important thing would be the relationship you have with your partner.
All right.
To start with, for you to actually evaluate if you should actually introduce them to your families or not. And also checking your cycle. If your friends are really worth being introduced to your partner,
Mm-hmm.
if they're not going to be toxic, if they're not going to cause any drama. Of course, you know your people. So if you reach that level to say, I'm introducing my partner to those people, then you know your T's and C's and the outcomes of it.
All right. What do you think, man? Is it important to introduce your partner to your friends?
Yeah, well, I think it's important, but it has conditions. So, I mean, like, if you really value a person, it doesn't really matter how long have you been with the person. If you see that the relationship is taking a right trajectory from the scratch, it's important for them to know the person. So, for in case they must know where you at, in case if you get lost, who to call, and in case if something happened to you, we know the world we're living in right now, GBV and other stuffs. So yeah, I think it's important.
Question is, what do you think about that? But number two is family. Is it important to introduce your partner to the family that you live with? Knowing your family, is it important to introduce her or him to the family?
Well, I always say there's two sides to the story.
All right.
So I cannot say it's important or it is not.
All right.
But
Give
I'm
us
just
two
going
sides.
to actually look at both sides of the story.
All right.
It is very important. They are your family. They need to know who's involved in your life.
All
They
right.
have that much right to actually know. But on the other hand, families can be very clingy. You'd find that now your mother is actually the middleman of the whole thing. For real, it happens. I'm sure a lot of people can attest to that.
Yeah.
So it's important, but it's not important, especially if you know your family and you know the level that actually cross boundaries, go beyond the borders of whatever boundaries you've set in your relationship. So you don't want to get your mother involved if she's that messy.
What about you?
Yeah, I think it's important. It's important for
to
me.
Introduce
it's
to the
important.
family.
Yeah, it's
knowing
important.
your family.
Yeah, knowing my family, I think it's important for my family, my mom, my dad, to know who I'm seeing. Why? Why am I saying that? Because it really speaks to how serious I am with the person and how serious I take the relationship. So if she's not serious, why am I with her? Why? If I'm not serious with the relationship, why am I with her? If she's not worth being known by my parents, why am I with her in the first place?
True.
So it means if I don't see her worthy of being known by my parents, it means I should cut ties. Where are we going? What's the purpose of me being in the relationship? So the first thing that pushes me to be in the relationship is that I may one day be married to the person. I'm still experimenting, and I'm still trying to find out if she would be the right person to take to share my future with. So I think it's important.
It is what it is. But the question is, what do you think about that? Because it's all about you and us. These are the guests, and they have their own opinions. Question is, what's your opinion? You can drop it below by commenting. Now let's move on to number 3, relatives. Now we're not just talking about family, but like those little people that you don't even communicate with that much, but they are related to you in a way. How important is it for you to introduce your other half to them? Because I would say nope. I'm just kidding. What are your thoughts?
Like, for the mere fact that we are not communicating, it says a lot. Why should I extend that vibe, that energy into my external partner? I mean, we're not talking, so it's not important. They won't really, even if I die without them having to know who. I mean, no.
For them, it doesn't even tick a box.
No, of course not.
The same thing.
Knowing my relatives, I mean, like for some of my relatives, even on the stage of negotiating the wallah, I wouldn't want them to know about my stuff. So I imagine a girlfriend, and I don't have that much close relationship with my relatives that I can trust them to that point.
All right, that ticks the boxes. Question is, what are your thoughts on that? But now let's move to the last one. This is important to the spiritual realm. Would you introduce your partner to your spiritual parents? How important is it to introduce them? Because normally we go to church, we have spiritual parents, your pastor, your whoever. How important is it to introduce your other half to them?
Okay, I am a Christian to start with.
Hashtag just say.
No.
Yeah, I'm saying like you wanted to put it out there on the map.
To say whatever I say, don't judge me. I'm a child of God.
Yeah.
Like, praise Jesus in the house.
She got thrown down somewhere.
But let me tell you what. I am talking about a personal experience.
All right. Need to fold my legs for that one.
Pastors, yes, they are spiritual leaders. You know, and we appreciate them for that. You know, they're able to actually open our eyes here and there where we lose it. But in our relationships, it could be that so much of a mess.
All right.
So much of a mess. Yes, they deserve to know. Maybe just for to say, you know.
We bless this relationship.
I see I'm a demon trying to intervene now out in the name of Jesus. I think that's where it should end.
All right.
So if it's beyond that, no thank you. No can do.
No can do.
No can do.
What about you, brother man?
Well, I must say I'm a Christian too. I'm a very spiritual person. So I think, it depends on the relationship with your spiritual parents. I mean, like if you're really close with your partner, your pastor. So, I mean, the pastor. So
data bundles.
Data bundles.
English bundles, my friend.
Yeah, your pastor rather. If you're close, I mean, like it's good to let them know who you're seeing, for the reasons of mentorship and guide you here and there. I mean, like it's very important. I mean, like when we go to church, we are taught on how to live, to lead our lives. So relationship is part of what we taught at church.
Exactly.
How to conduct ourselves in relationship, how to choose good people, how to do this and that. So for him to be there and advise us here and there and take us through everything that we need to push our relationship, expectation, financial advice and everything. I think it's important. Especially if you take your relationship serious. I guess everything is a matter of how you value your relationship.
True.
If you really value your relationship, you wouldn't mind to introduce her to your partner.
Those are some valid points.
Yeah.
Valid points. Thank you very much, Lebo. Thank you very much, Wanshente. Now the ball is in your court. What are your thoughts on the questions that I've been asking these folks? Drop your comment below. Subscribe, like the page, share everything. I'm Theo Chaka across all social media platforms. Where can they find you?
On Facebook it's Lebogang Johanna. On Instagram it's Lebu Mohale. And that's just about it.
All right. What about you, brother?
Oh, okay. Harold O on Facebook, and I'm One Shent, W-A-N, Shent on Facebook again, and on Twitter I'm One Shent, as in like a digit and Shent, and on Instagram I'm Pro Harold, and then on TikTok I'm One Shent, and on YouTube, of course, I'm One Shent. That's why you're here.
All right. Do make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and do everything. And watch out for the next episode, because I'm going to be having the same guests, but on another topic and another subject. Till we meet again. Peace.
Bye for now.